Alright, we're live. Probably not going to talk too much. Just decided to randomly stream here, so join in. Hit that super chat, and I'll be able to see what you're saying. It'll highlight your comment, but anyway, I'm going to get to it here. Not going to do much, just changing the oil. Hasn't been just about do a once a year oil change on this, and well, actually, yeah, it's a once a year oil change, but that's only about, in this case, it was only about 3,000 miles. I use synthetic oil, so it doesn't really need to. I need to chalk the wheels. Just to be safe. And I gotta get my oil pan. My oil drain pan here. Because I have one of my little stickers that tells me all the specs, the common specs for the car. Tells me I need a 15mm wrench to get it off. If you want to get one of those for under your hood here, you can buy them at my Teespring store. It should be linked right below this video. But anyway, here's what one looks like right here. Has place for all, common things like oil filter type and oil and everything. The wrench and just the spark plug numbers, just a little bit of everything that's common to a lot of different vehicles. And see, I can't remember on this car. I have so many cars. I can't remember if I need to jag it up a little bit or I can reach it without doing anything. Oh yeah, okay. This one actually I don't even need to jag it up. Get ahead of myself here. I'll actually do this. Get a pair of gloves. I usually don't. I almost can't work in gloves very well, but I should wear them more often. Yeah, that's the thing. If you got a lot of cars, like I do, it can be hard to just remember like simple things like, oh, does this say 530, 1030, 1040, certain, or the oil plug wrench, that kind of stuff. So, that's why having one of these handy dandy stickers is kind of handy to put on your car. Or, under the hood somewhere where you can read it. And it tells me oil filter, all I had to do, couldn't remember it, that the auto parts, just pop the hood and be like, oh, I could look it up in the book too, but, just knowing, being able to go in, not having to wait for the counter guy and all that. Just go get one off the shelf, just check out and get out. Go. Into my drain plug, I have a magnetic drain plug I like to use. Let's check and see. There's always, and this is an older engine. It's got, got about 130 on it. Now it's 2001. Always got to be a little bit of metal and stuff on there. There was no big chunks, and that's kind of just a few little whiskers, nothing even hardly to get too worried about. There, you won't be able to see it on camera, but there's a little bit of it, little black spots, but very little. It almost has none each time. Let's see, lay this down under there. Let's cap over here. Let's drain a little quicker. And wipe the dipstick off. And when that gets done draining mostly, then on this car, the oil filter's right down here. I can just reach under behind a little mud flap type deal, unscrew it, drips down. Of course, as with some like GM and like this, it has to dump a little on the cradle, so it always makes a bit of a mess. Actually, while I'm waiting for that to sort of drain out, I fill the oil filter up with a little bit of the new oil on it. And you know what? I have oil to do the other cars, and it's a different viscosity. Let's see. And what does it say here? Okay. Yeah, it's 1030. See, I almost would have picked up the wrong jug. Not that it would have been that big a deal, but for this kind of car. But I always run, what the primary recommendation in the manual is. And everybody's like, oh, what oil should I run and all that jazz. And I say, run the viscosity for sure that the manual says, and then I like to run full synthetic. And I'm not really I used to be very brand loyal to one certain brand, and as I've gotten older and I don't know, if wiser, read more things, it's like, well, as long as it's from a reputable brand, it probably doesn't really matter that. And even that said, even like the store brand at the gas station, for example, it's probably better than anything that was available today, I guess. That was available back when this car was new and prior. So to me, it's more about the viscosity and the getting and having, in this case, for an modern engine like this, just getting the modern spec. This is a modern engine. It's not like it's those old certain flat. It's not a flat tapped cam or anything like that, or some engines from even into the 80s where you need a little bit of different ZDP and things like that extra that have been sort of taken out of the oil. These days, it doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter for engines like this. But, I have to probably drain down enough. Dripping, so I can move my pan and then to the oil. Because I'm smart enough, I don't cramp these on there. I can pretty much get it off by hand. And I'll let it drip a little bit. If you're watching and on YouTube or Twitch, leave a comment. I have a monitor that I can see your comments if you happen to comment. oil filter into the oil pan. Well, that's or oil drip pan. I mean, that's all right. Let that drain out, and I'll clean it later. And while I'm waiting on that, I usually just do a little visual check up here. I just recently replaced the accessory belt in this car, so it's good, but I always like to look at it, and same with it. And whenever I do that, I do the tensioner and idler if applicable. This one doesn't have an idler, just a tensioner. But it's always a good chance I look for that and check out my radiator hoses and all that, which they're new as of a little bit over a year ago. Maybe it's been 2 years now. I can't remember. I actually replaced the radiator in this because it had a crack in one of the tanks, and since I was going to drain it, put all new hoses in, and of course that meant a thermostat. So I know I'm all good. I'm all good there. Actually, in this case, this time it's not much to really check out or look over, and I've replaced the air filter recently too. So usually I would check that, so the water I know is good. So not much to check here, but all right. The new oil filter on. Be able to. Not ready to plug back in. Dang it. Take my hands off. Oh, that's part of why I don't like using gloves. They're good, and then it's like, well, I can never get them off, and then it's too slimy, and I can't grip the shininess of the new oil filter. It gets to me, so I can't turn it, twist it. There we go. That's better. That's the only thing. Although I know I should wear rubber gloves more often. That's the thing about mechanicing, whether you're doing something simple like this, an oil change yourself, or you're doing some major repair. I swear, I don't want to say upwards to 90% of the time, you're working blind, or I feel. Okay. There we go there. Now plug back in. up a little bit. Up a little bit here. Gloves. Get the outside. They all are a little dirty. Wipe it off just so don't cut it. Get any extra dirt don't need on there. And it's always hard to tell if, you know, gasket's leaking, like you didn't get it tight enough or something. It's just. Alright. There we go. Alright. Okay. That's on. Need to get funnel. Good use funnel. Clean it out a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. Dang it, missed the track. Is there anybody actually out there viewing? I guess there is somebody on Twitch. You're not saying hello. All right. This car only claims to take 4.5 with the oil fillers. And, you know, these 5-quart jugs, I don't put the whole thing in. I put about what I think. Start it up, drive around a little while, then I check it again and top it up if need be. But, usually how I do that. Let's make sure everything else looks not good under here on the map. Another thing is, you just check other things that you can see. I always do this when I do change snow tires and stuff. I see you can point some things which I've done other work to this car. It's got all new suspension on it. Well, as of about 2 years ago, maybe 10,000 miles ago. If that stuff. one's treated me pretty well. Runs good. It doesn't use any oil. Just has a very minor front main seal leak, but it's so minor. I don't even think about it. Check the oil in it anyways, just cause. Let's see where we're at here without running it. Once it runs down, got where it is on the dipstick. Oh, welcome to somebody on YouTube, I think. Let me get closer to the monitor. I can't see you. Let's see. Yep, it says it's full, but obviously once it runs through the system and everything, I'll probably have to top it up. Let's see who's on. Oh, changing that Earl, not oil, Earl. I wondered if you'd get the notification or if you were over on Twitch. Let's see. I guess actually I should back it out and I'll do the other car. Maybe I will do that. Move some junk out of the way. Go get the keys. So let's see here. Well, I'll just leave it running. Yeah, changing the Earl. It's if you're watching on Facebook, I actually tagged it as Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Actually titled it Mechanic Simulator 2021. It just happened onto it, so it must be recommending things. Okay. That. Update the oil book. So. Alrighty. Let's see here. That's so you're so bored that you won't play your new truck simulator game that you'll watch me change oil in the car. I don't know what that says about me, but I guess I don't know what that says about you. Alright. Down the track. I'll get my other oil pan rather than put that out. Right now, all the other ones. Door here. That's right, the other ones. Oh, what it is. Well, there. My Let's see. Arm center. Okay. I don't know what happened to my other. Well, actually, I think I know where it is. It's out in the other shed. Oh, fit on there. Not quite. All right. I'll have to. Find the recyclers. Let's see. Now, clean that all out. And this head. And let's see. I'll pull the other car in. So did YouTube? Obviously, YouTube must have notified you. What about Twitch when I was live? Hopefully, they're both doing their jobs. Yeah, no, that's cool. I think I gotta just lift it slightly from the. Oh yeah, I gotta take that front spoiler thingy off. Actually, I should check. I bought oil to change this one, but you know what? It looks pretty damn clean. Did I just change this one not too long ago? That's the deal. I sometimes forget. Let's check. Let's see. Actually, oh, actually just changed this one in December, so this probably doesn't actually need it. Well, I can check everything. Check it under the hood since I got it in.
Great happy thanks. It is the Joe Pag Show. 888-941-PAG, 888-941-7247, joepags.com.
Well, it's only been about 3,500 miles. It's a little earlier than I would normally change it. But I can just change it now and it'd be all new for the summer. I'm trying to decide. Should I do that? Pretty good. You know what? Maybe I'll. Yeah, once a year. I guess. I realized I changed it, didn't I? Yeah, that looks really, really clean. And normally this car I go about every 6 months. Of course, we're getting close to that here. I don't know. Should I do it? Let's see. I'll check my other stuff. I just replaced the belt and everything on it. And the idler, so I guess I should kind of check out, make sure it won't stay tight. Yeah. Good there. Check and see if the fans are spinning right. Yeah. They're free. Okay. Well, actually, I don't really even need to change this oil. I thought I did. I bought the stuff. I keep it on hand. Actually, that air filter though, but I didn't buy an air filter. Let's take a look at what we got under here. That's not terrible, but as cheap as these darn things are, I should just change it, but I don't know. Can't really see, but it's not super dirty, but we're only, I think this one's like $8 or $9. It's too cheap not to do it, but I don't have one, so I guess I have to remember to get one next time. Well, you know what? Tell you what, I think I'm just gonna wait on this one. Its mileage is, I usually do about 5 to 6,000 mile change on this one using full synthetic, and I do it about twice a year or twice a year. So I think I'll just wait. That oil looks really clean, and I run high quality filters, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's see. I guess maybe I should pull this out. I should back the other car in, because I need to put a bunch of rear suspension stuff on it. So guess I could do that. That's oil. Well, this stuff's gonna go back up on the shelf. Now that I know it don't leak, but I did flush it. It has been flushed once in my lifetime since I own this car. I guess I'd check power steering. That's fine. Okay, well, probably gonna, I guess I'll back this out. I'll probably skip the other car. But, well, that might be it for it. Okay, well, that's it. Change the oil. That's all I'm gonna do. So, what do we stream? Yeah, about a half hour. Okay, good. All right, catch you later.